Okay, my faith in the judiciary, in the law of the land stands vindicated, says Nirbhaya's mother Asha Devi. The landmark judgment that came about a short while back in the 2012 Nirbhaya gang rape case, with the Supreme Court upholding the trial court's verdict sentencing all the four accused to the gallows. In its judgment, the court said that the case constitutes the rarest of the rare category, admitting that the various foreign items that were used to torture her. Nirbhaya died from a multiple organ failure, and keeping in mind the mitigating circumstances of her tragic death penalty was the only way forward, according to the apex court. The court also saying that the probe was watertight and neither can Nirbhaya's dying declaration be ignored. Very interesting observation there coming in from the Supreme Court on the dying declaration, because the amicus curiae Sanjay Hegde in fact even raised doubts on the prosecution evidence, saying that there were discrepancies in Nirbhaya's dying declaration. But finally the court saying that the case would be a precedent for all cases to come in our country. And that's not all. In fact, India Today has exclusive details of what happened inside the court for our viewers who are watching the broadcast right now. This is really important. We have those exclusive images. Our correspondents who were inside the Supreme Court, just seeing every moment of that important historic judgment being read out. This is what happened when the rapists were, said that they were to be hanged to death. Their entire courtroom was filled with spontaneous applause. There were loud claps. The Supreme Court rejecting the lawyers' claim that a rod wasn't inserted. This is what the defense had stated. In fact, even the same that was said by amicus curiae Sanjay Hegde, who said the rod theory could not be attributed to all convicts. But the apex court dismissing all of that, saying that Nirbhaya's medical report made it quite evident that she was brutalized by the 6 convicts. The 3-judge bench saying that the probe was watertight and there is ample evidence against the 4 convicts, saying that the verdict will now set a precedent for all. The father of Nirbhaya's friend who was accompanying her that night on the bus, who has also been very open and has recounted the horrifying memories of the very unfortunate and tragic incident that unfolded on the 16th of December 2012. In fact, we also have a reaction of Nirbhaya's mother, Asha Devi, who spoke exclusively to India Today's Shweta Singh.
आप संतुष्ट हैं आप कि ये चारों के चारों दरिंदे फांसी पर झूलेंगे?
बिल्कुल संतुष्ट है। ये फैसला सिर्फ हमारा नहीं था, पूरा समाज का था, आप लोगों का था। मैं सबका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करती हूँ, अपने सारे समाज का, अपने देशवासियों का, अपने मीडिया भाई बहनों का। सब लोगों ने हमारा उस टाइम से अब तक साथ दिया। मैं बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देती हूँ।
लेकिन निश्चित तौर पर
उम्मीद करती हूँ कि और भी बच्चियों के लिए हम ऐसे करेंगे। हम आज कह सकते हैं कि नहीं, कहीं न कहीं थोड़ा सा लचर व्यवस्था है, लेकिन कानून में देर है, अंधेर नहीं है। आज कोर्ट में साबित हो गया और मैं एक बार सबको धन्यवाद करती हूँ। हम सबको इंसाफ मिला, आज निर्भया को सुप्रीम कोर्ट में इंसाफ मिला।
क्या उस नाबालिग के खुले छूटने पर अभी कोई मलाल आपके मन में रह गया है?
बिल्कुल, ये तो हमेशा रहेगा। जब तक जिएंगे तब तक ये दुख रहेगा, लेकिन अब नहीं कुछ कर सकते तो क्या कर।
Let's go straight across now to India Today's Preeti Chaudhary for more on this. This was one incident, Preeti, that no one would forget. The nation would never forget. It had ignited such widespread outrage. Asha Devi saying, "Kaanoon mein der hai, andher nahi." My faith in the judiciary stands vindicated. What a moment this has been for all of the journalists, including you and also Anusha, who has been tracking each and every development outside the apex court.
You know, 2012 December has left an indelible mark, especially in most journalists' mind, and of course across the country as well. We've had random people, while we've been, beaming live from the Supreme Court today, random people coming up to us and asking, क्या हुआ, verdict में क्या हुआ, मौत मिली, random people coming out. So, that in itself can tell you the expanse of how this news has spread that they're finally hanged to death. I have the India Today crack team with me. All of us have been covering this since the very morning, and some of us here since 2012. I want to cut across to Anusha first, who was there inside the courtroom today when this judgment was delivered, and delivered to a massive applause. Anusha, where the judge had to come in and say कि ये court है, क्या कर रहे हैं?
Absolutely, Preeti. As we've been reporting, everyone was very delighted the moment this death sentence was delivered, because this has been an issue close to everyone's heart. One of the aspects that I noted with the Nirbhaya's parents today, ever since morning that we spoke to them, was that their body language was very peaceful, self-assured, as if they knew today that justice would come to them.
It's interesting because, when this judgment was delivered by the High Court, Nirbhaya's mother had broken down. And today there was a sense of peace where she was concerned. So somewhere down the line, they were reassured as well. Ahmed, and it's interesting, I'll just bring in Ahmed Azim. He's one of those 11 journalist who's a petitioner in this case as well. Emma, tell us your story and your connection with this case.
Well, when the trial was started in Saket Court, a special court, there was an embargo that that media person cannot cover this case. So we were covering High Court at that point of time, and we filed a petition in High Court. We are the petitioners in that particular matter, and finally, because of our petition and through the order of that through the order of the High Court, the coverage of this matter has started. Right. And before that, we were not allowed to enter inside the court even. So we are
a win for you. Yeah, it's a win for you also. Personal win for Ahmed there. Let's go back to 2012. Let's go back to when this incident took place. Today, 10 minutes when the order was read encapsulated those 5 years that at least most journalists, most people in this country who've been tracking this case closely, and there are very few who haven't, this means that to us. And Chirag Goti was the day this news broke, that first flash which comes in a newsroom which says, a girl found on the road near Mahipalpur. You were one of the first few journalists to go there.
मुझे याद है मैं सुबह के वक्त आई वाज कमिंग टू ऑफिस, तो 8 बजे के आसपास स्टोरी आई थी क्योंकि रात का इंसिडेंट था, तो हमने बहुत ही थॉरोली इसको कवर किया. ये एक ऐसा प्रीति केस था जिसमें ये सिर्फ एक रेप केस नहीं था, क्योंकि इसके बाद जो मूवमेंट हुआ, हमने कभी नहीं देखा किसी रेप केस में ऐसा मूवमेंट हो रहा है, प्रदर्शन हो रहे हैं. जुवेनाइल जस्टिस बोर्ड की एक तरह से कानून बदला जा रहा है. जो 18 की एज थी उसको 16 कर दिया गया. कई सारे ऑफिसर्स इसमें जो है वो ट्रैक पर आए. उस समय जो नीरज कुमार कमिश्नर होते थे, ये तक बात हुई कि इनको हटा दिया जाना चाहिए. तो पहला पुलिस कमिश्नर ऐसा था जिसके ऊपर कई सवाल खड़े, और ऐसी खबरें भी आई कि इनको हटा दिया जा रहा है. तो ये जो पूरा मामला हुआ एक मूवमेंट की तरह चला. ये ऐसा केस कभी देखने में नहीं आया कि एक मूवमेंट की तरह चला.
क्लोजर लग रहा है. वो 5 साल से जो ये केस कवर कर रहे हैं, 10 मिनट में क्लोजर के झूलेंगे ये तख्ते पे, फांसी के तख्ते पे.
ये तो साफ था. मुझे सुबह से ये बिल्कुल मेरे हिंट था कि क्लियर था बिल्कुल कि ये होगा. वजह साफ थी क्योंकि जिस तरह से ब्रूटैलिटी इस केस में थी,
रेयरेस्ट ऑफ रेयर
की कैटेगरी में था, और कहीं ना कहीं यही सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने वर्डिक्ट दिया.
ऑलराइट, so when most of us were covering this case in 2012, this young dynamic reporter Parbina, who's been tracking today the family of Nirbhaya, was possibly in college. I'm sure you watched all of this, taking place on your television screen. I don't know if you were part of the protest because it was a student movement then. How do you perceive it? Because today, or what you watched, and she was telling me with what she watched on camera, today is your reality. You're covering the story.
Absolutely. From being a student to being a journalist today, it's been a case like how Anusha mentioned that, it's been close to heart. It's like everybody won. It's like everybody's celebration. We had DU and JNU students here whom I was talking to after the verdict was delivered, and they were like, at least we get, even though it's 4 years and a half years, it's a sense of celebration. It's a sense of that finally feel when girls step out on the street, we'll feel safer. We'll feel that, rape won't be tolerated anymore. And somebody who, who do not live with our parents and we live here alone, I feel a sense of justice. And I'm sure
justice has been delivered. All right, so it's back to the studio from the India Today crack team, reporting with camera person Sudhir there. We'll continue this reportage for you. Back to Avantika.
Oh, absolutely, Preeti. What a watershed moment there for the victim's family. Mr. Bhattacharya, I was just talking to you a short while back about how the Indian Law Commission had released a report urging the country to move towards abolishing death penalty except in terrorism cases. Have we come to that stage right now? Just take a look at the reactions, the reactions of euphoria. There was applause inside the courtroom today.
Avantika, in fact, I had written one article exactly on this point on invitation of a newspaper, and my view was, which I have already articulated in writing, we have not yet reached a stage in India where death penalty should be obliterated altogether except terrorist related cases. Now, rarest of rare case can be in cases other than terrorist related cases, like in the Nirbhaya case.
But there's also a dispute on that. What defines a rarest of rare case? What do you think changed here?
You see, this case, if you have, of course, you know it, that the collective conscience of the humanity at large, I have been repeatedly using the word, not the nation, humanity, cutting across nation, this case shook the conscience of humanity.
Okay.
So if this is not a rarest of rare case,
then what is?
Then what else? Number two.
Right.
Now, as far as death penalty is concerned, I have not been able to agree with Law Commission's majority opinion,
okay, sir,
which I have articulated. So I think we should have to wait. Our society today has huge amount of social strife in various sectors. We have to be very careful before obliterating death sentence altogether. But that stage will come, and I hope it comes. But this is not the stage as yet.